Is this thing on? Hello everybody, it's me TechnoJock here with another Forever Stranded for you. In this episode I was wanting to do something up in space, however, I can't press buttons properly, however, our space elevator appears to have stopped working. If I go in here it says select no destination selected, and if I go in here and select a destination, I can't seem to be able to do anything. That's a clear button there. The UI is a little bit wonky because of my GUI size settings, but I've tried changing that and nothing's really seemed to work. And I've tried breaking the multi-block and reforming it, taking the chip out, turning off, turning on, all that sort of stuff, and it's not working. So at the moment we are back to using rockets to go back and forth to space. Not brilliant because my rocket is still in space, because of course I took the space elevator back down last time. So I need to make another rocket to get back up there, but I also want a more convenient way of getting back and forth. That's not working, so I need to come up with something new. The something new being the Enderio Telepaths. Now these are not cheap. I have used them before in other series and they're pretty expensive to make, and so you need 9 of these telepath blocks to make the multi-block thing that you see in front of you, and of course you need one here and one at the other end. These telepath blocks themselves need travel anchors, octadic capacitors, ender crystals, dark steel and fused quartz to make each one. And if I do this, in fact, have I got any of these in stock? No, I do not. And that's only 5, so I need more octadic capacitors and I need more travel anchors. Ooh. So I need another 3 of these. No, another 4 of these. And I don't have enough of those crystals. Oh my word. I don't have any of those either. Right, well I do, but not right on me. Okay, and I want octadic capacitors. So I need to get making these. However, there's another wrinkle with this. Just make 10 of you. And you can happily go off and do your own thing. Right, so the other wrinkle is these things take power. That's fine, we can handle power. But they also take another fuel, Dew of the Void. And let's have a look at that. So it's a liquid, fair enough. And it is made in the vat, and it takes nutrient distillation, grains of piezoality and grains of the end to make it. Nutrient distillation is relatively straightforward. Let's see. Nutrient. Oh, I can't spell anything. There we go. It's there. And that's also made in a vat, and you need some kind of flesh or meat or something, be it raw meat of some description. Rotten flesh works as well, and heads or skulls work. In one side you need water, and then you need something else, be it nether wart, fermented spider's eyes, sugar works as well, see, and that gets you your nutrient distillation. That's relatively straightforward, like I say. So the next up is the grains of piezoality, and this is where the real rabbit hole starts, because you need to sag mill down pulsating crystals and ender crystals, and then those are made, well, we've seen that just a few moments ago, but you need diamonds. Well, we've got plenty of diamonds, but you need pulsating iron nuggets, which come from pulsating iron, which you need to alloy smelt up with iron nuggets and ender pearls. So you see we're getting into a fair rabbit hole there, and that's only one side of it. This one is ender crystals, which needs a soul binder with enderman vials and vibrant crystals, and that's made in a similar way to the other crystal. But you need vibrant alloy, which needs, well, you need the nuggets, which needs the alloy, which needs energetic alloy, which needs gold and redstone and glowstone. That's a lot of work, and I have actually done a fair bit of that already. In fact, I've already made this system once, and I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't happy with how it all came together. So I've actually dismantled a lot of the stuff, and then we're going to go over doing it a little bit better, because I tried to take a shortcut and it didn't work out very elegantly at all. So, and the reason it didn't work out elegantly is because I was trying to use the dimensional transceivers and just port stuff over here using them, rather than going and making myself a quantum ring and having my AE system available over here. And the problem with this was, when you filter things here, you got a send filter and you got a receive filter as well. But the send filter that I was doing over on the other side, I had filtered for all the things we're going to need. So we had iron, we had ender pearls, redstone, glowstone, gold, the heads and sugar, and I ended up filtering 9 things, which is fine. There's a filter for 10, and I'd used up 9 of those slots. Fine, no bother. The problem really was when it came to receiving them here, this buffer only has 8 slots, and it would fill up with 8 things, and there wasn't space for the 9th thing to then come through and go into the machine that we wanted it to go into. So I tried using another dimensional transceiver, but like I say, it wasn't very elegant. So at the moment we've just got power coming on through this, and I do have 2 connections because when these machines have all got capacitors in them, it does actually need the extra power from the other connector. Okay. So what we've got here is, I've tried to break this down into kind of sections here. So this vat here is for making the nutrient distillation. As you can see, we've got water coming in from this ender tank, which is connected to our infinite water source. And that's fine. We've got heads coming in. Enderman heads are coming in from over at the desert base. We've got our wood farm out there that is supplying us enderman heads and ender pearls for days, so that's cool. We've got them, and then decided I was going to try and use sugar. So I've got a sugar cane farm working over there, but I think what I'll probably end up doing is making a nether wart farm, because I think that will probably work out better for us if we make that. It's easier to farm nether wart. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab, I've got a little bit here, grab that nether wart, I'm going to put some in there just as a sort of placeholder. I'm going to get rid of the sugar just now. So that is that. And that gives us our nutrient distillation. So we're already 1/3 of the way there just by using this. So what I can do is, I can come over here, we've got an ME export bus, we've got our capacity card there, and if I take one of you Enderman heads, I can say, I want an Enderman head and nether wart to be put in here. And you do need a capacity card, because if you take that out, you've only got 1 slot, so you do need that in there. And we'll do that. And if I get some more cables, we'll just grab these normal Fluix ones at the moment. We should be good. And we can come up here like this. And connect this up, and it should, in theory, connect up okay. And we'll come over like so. And now this should fill up with nether wart. Well, it filled up with the enderman heads, and there we go, there's the nether wart going in as well. Not very fast, but it doesn't need to be very fast. So that's all good. That's that done. Right, next is Greens of Pizzality. This one, we've got the sag mill making the pulsating crystal. Let's go back right down to the nitty gritty, shall we? So we're going to need an alloy smelter with iron nuggets and ender pearls. So we've got an alloy smelter here that is exporting our, or will be exporting. Let's grab that. And we're going to say that onto there, and if I say another capacity card, because we're going to need 2 things, and if I say iron, like that, and pearls, like that, get rid of those, and like that, and like that, we can go, oops, and bring that up, and that's connected there, and that should start filling up shortly. There we go. what it's probably going to do is fill this up. Yeah, it's going to fill up the iron. I could probably change that. Round robin. Is it going to do it? Yeah, there we go. So it's going to start doing processing that. That's cool. That's all good. Right, so what happens then is this is going to eject that, push out from the output into this compacting drawer, which will automatically give us the nuggets that we want. Cool beans. Then the nuggets are going to be coming out of here. That's extracting there. And yeah, we've got this filtered so pulsating iron nuggets can come over and diamonds. I'm going to take that out of there because that's not going to be necessary, because we're also going to put the diamonds in from the top there, like that. And then this is set up with the recipe here, and it makes this pulsating iron. It's already got the makes a pulsating crystal. It's already set up with the pulsating iron nuggets that it's pulled over from here, because this was running for a little bit, so it's got plenty nuggets in there. What I also did, if we have a look in here, I've set this storage downgrade to only a single stack, but that will be a single stack of the blocks. But that will be, I mean, just I'm never going to use that many pulsating iron blocks really, but yeah, that'll be fine. And then from here, this comes out to our sag mill, and as you can see, it had been running for quite some time. So let's get our diamonds put in here, and we'll see this bit running like that. And then I can say I need diamonds, and put that there, and then this should, there we go, start doing that. Cool. Right, what I do want to do though is I want this to stop at the moment. I want it to be active with signal just now, because that's a little bit excessive, don't you think? So what I want to do is I want to make a control system to turn this off. And I might do it for that as well. Yeah, I'm going to do it for that as well, because we don't need to have a stack of 64 of these, and we certainly don't need 4 stacks of this. That is a little excessive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate what I've got here. So let's get a chest, which we can do. I want a comparator, which we can do. There we go. And I want conduit, which we can do. I want some more redstone, just for testing purposes. I just need one little bit of it. I'm going to need more conduit than that though. I need where is you redstone conduit? Oh, that's probably going to help if I spell it correctly. There we go. Redstone conduit? There. I want to make you let's make, in fact, let's, can I make, really, it's not gonna, I don't have the recipe for the redstone conduit, but I do have for the redstone alloy. Strange. Let's just do that. That should give me enough. Right, so I want to put a chest here, and I want to have our comparator coming out, and for the testing purposes I want to go like that, and I want to see how much of this I need to put in to get a signal of 1 out. Well, a full stack certainly does. Okay, half a stack does. What about a quarter of a stack? A quarter of a stack. Really, does it only need 1? It only needs 1. Okay, what does it take to give us a power of 2 then? Let's grab that one. That is now a power of 2. That is back to power of 1. So, power of 1. Power of 1. So it is really, yeah. Okay, so 2 stacks will make it up to a power of 2. So if it gets to a power of 2, then I want it to turn off both of these. Right, so that tells me that. Now I want to set this to active without signal. Both of these are going to be active without signal. That's cool. And then this needs to eject to there. Right, so these will only turn on now when this goes below the power of 2. Cool. Excellent. So it'll use up all of this before it needs to start making stuff again. So this is going to fill up with a stack of pulsating iron blocks. That's fine. I'm not too bothered about that. That's great. I could extend this along and turn off that as well. I might just do that. Let's just do that. Let's just turn that all off. I don't need that on there either. And then this one can be active without signal. So that's going to turn off now as well. Cool. That's fine. So we've got loads of spare iron, pulsating iron in there. That's off, that's off. And we've got our grains of piezoality, which we are then going to go and pipe over. I don't have the conduit on me, but we can pipe over into here. Let's just do that. Get some more conduit. Probably got plenty of this stuff. So we've got our fluid from there coming out and coming over here. Let's just do that. And we'll come up with this. So it's just shy of here. And then we can come over like so. That will sort that out. Get rid of that one. So we're coming out of here. And or we could go along like that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to come out of here like that. And we're just going to come along. Right. And then we can get rid of everything other than the item stuff. And we can go well, let's just do that. Yeah, because that's just going to be fiddly. Oh. Don't want that either, do we? Nope. And we don't want that. Like that. And like that. So that is only going to be connected from there to the here. And we can test that quite easily. That's the grains of piezoality. If we do that, yep, cool. And we can put these ones back in here. Cool. Because it went down. Excellent, that's fine. That's that bit working. Next up. Whew. Let's have a look. Next up is our grains of the end. So we go down the rabbit hole again, and we're going to go to this bit. So we need a soul vial with an Enderman soul in it. Now we did this back over in the other building before, and it used a powered spawner with an Enderman set to being an Enderman, and we've just got this now filling up this, and it's set to capture rather than spawning them in the world. It captures them in the soul vial. That's all good. Now this is set to eject that out the side into the soul binder and pull back in. So what's going to happen is it's going to make the Enderman soul vial, it's going to push it out here, and then once the empty one comes back out over here, it's going to get pulled back over into here to be reused. So that way we've got a little bit of a backlog of them there. All good. Then we're going to need, of course, the vibrant crystal in there and 6 levels. So I do have an experience obelisk up here with a big stock of levels in there, and I can fill that up at my leisure. I'm not going to automate that because I do have a massive backlog of levels, and frankly I can put it in there, no bother at all. I could maybe do something. Ooh, I've just had a thought, but I'll leave that for another day. But yeah, that's plenty enough levels for the time being, and that is again set to push that down into here. So when it needs it, it will put it into there. Then the crystal comes out of here and is put into here. And then again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this system yet again here, and I'm going to get myself a chest. And a comparator. And just do that. Thank you. I'm probably going to need a little bit more redstone conduit. And I should have really made a bit more of that, but we'll just leave that to go just now. So we'll have that there. That's going to eject out the side like that, which it has done now. That's going to be active without signal. That's going to be active without signal. In fact, I'm going to leave that one so it will run. Or will I? It is quite slow to do. No, I'm going to do it active without signal, but that one can run. Because these don't stack. So it won't matter. So if I go that there, that there, that there, I can then go like that, and like that. I'm going to have that like that. Definitely want to disable that, and then we can just have another piece of redstone there. And we've now got a bunch of that, so we need conduit binder, of which we have a decent amount. We'll just make as much of that as we can just now. That goes there, that'll go there, that'll go there. There we go, that goes that way, and that goes that way. Cool beans. So that's fine. And that's got a power of 1. It's got that in there. And we can extract from there as well. Always active from that, because that will pull those over into here. So if I take out the grains of the end from there, put them into this chest over here. Yep, that is happily putting them back over there. Cool. Whew. Right, So over here we've got the the vibrant crystal being put in, and that is being made in this system here, which is going to be this, making the energetic alloy from gold, redstone and glowstone. Then that comes over here and will be energetic alloy and a ender pearl, which will then make our vibrant alloy. The vibrant alloy comes over into this compacting drawer, which then will go over from there to here. And the vibrant alloy nuggets will combine with an emerald to make the vibrant crystals there. All good. And then what's going to happen here, I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it a little bit sleeker because that looks ugly. But ostensibly that's going to be the exact same, like so. And then this is going to be active without signal, active without signal. That's already active without signal. And disconnect the things that don't need connections, like that. And that should be as good to go. So we've already got plenty of vibrant crystals there, which are going to come out of there and go into here. So we need to go like that, 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 and that. Let's make life a little bit easier. Turn it onto this setting. So that's turned off, that's disconnected, that's disconnected. That's disconnected, as is that, and that. So we've only got a connection here that comes out of this chest. Yep. And that's extract always active, and that's going to go into here, which is going to be insert. Oops. And if we have a look in here, sure enough, it's putting the vibrant crystal over. Yep, that's empty now, so the vibrant crystal is going to go over. It's going to get sag milled down into the grains of the end. It's going to go over there and go into the chest, which is then going to go over here. So this is now going to fill up, which is good. Nice one. Quite happy with how that's working. Once that fills up, it's going to put one of the things into here that's not going to go over. It's going to back up and it's going to turn off this system. Quite happy with that at the moment. So in just a moment, a few moments, it's going to start doing that. So we're good here. This is power 2, so all of this is off at the moment. Not that that would be running, because we need to do that, that, and that. So this one needs emeralds. So emerald, like so. Now how many? We're 1, 2, 3 channels at the moment. That'll be 4, 5, 6. We should be good, because we've only got 8 channels available to us at the moment on here, but I don't think I need any more than that. Actually, I think I can just, yeah, there we go. Cool. That's that one, and so we should see emeralds going in here. Yep, but it only buffers single items. And then we need a filter here. One filter, one of these, and we can go, I want one of you nuggets, and I want to say insert here, that, and I want to say whitelist nuggets. That should now when I go and turn this on, put nuggets over. Yes, it does. But because there's a signal going to it, we have power of 2. It is not crafting anything because it is not active because it has a signal. Nice one. That's going cool. And now we need to do these ones too. And we're going to have, we've got ender pearls here already. So I need to put ender pearl in here. Connect it up. Like so. Yep. All good. That should have ender pearls going in there. It does. Nice. Get rid of that. And then in this one we will need a capacity card because we're going to need, get rid of some of that. We need gold. Check. Need redstone. Check. And glowstone. Like that, that, and that. Cool. And then all I need to do, put that on there, and that should fill up. And if I do round robin, redstone and then glowstone. Excellent. And that will fill up these, but again, it will only run when it doesn't have a signal, and we've still got a signal because we've still got heaps of these. I don't need the cobblestone. And that's us. It's going to go up to a power level of 2, I think, before it will stop. Yeah. Because it goes down to power level 1, so it's only a power level of 0 effectively going along here. I could probably... This is already backed up. If I get rid of that and do like that, I think it'll stop. Think it'll stop? Do you think it'll stop? Let's see. Nope. Alright, okay. Let's just put it back to the way it was. Not break things unnecessarily. So that one has stopped because it's a power level of 2. Once that one reaches power level 2 and that one reaches power level 2, everything will stop, but we should be pretty close. That's all full up. That is filling up. So once it gets to whatever that is, 2 stacks, stacking a bit, not too bothered. I could use the cobblestone to get it to power level of 2. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a bunch of cobble. So, power 2, yeah, cool. Let's turn that down a bit. Power level 1, no, let's put a little bit more in. Power level 2, cool. Right, let's do that. In here, that was a stack and a little bit. Oh, that one's already done. That much, so stack and that. That's a power level 2. That should have all stopped. Yes, it has. Cool. Excellent. I want to put a capacitor in that. But that is us done. One of these. Do that. There we go. That is that. All good. So that is this automated. If I get an ender tank. Nope. Ender tank. There we go. One of these. I need some wool. Of course I need some wool. And like that. And in fact that. Right, and in fact I want another ender tank because we obviously need one for each end. 2 ender tanks, and I want some green dye. So cactus green. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because this is green looking fluid, we're going to go like that. We're going to say push it out the side, which it does. This is going to start running again. And it's all running again because that is pulling in all the grains of stuff. I'm very, very pleased with that. Cool. Excellent. Right, let's go outside. And we can hook up this tank to this. And I think I'll put it underneath. And we'll do that. I will need to put a conduit. Just a normal pressurized fluid conduit will do. From there to there, that is going to be extract always active. That is full, and then I just need a power supply, which will be one of those dimensional transceivers again. So put that there. Don't care about that. Send filter, no. We've got main power, receive. Nothing else set. Cool. And then that should be done. Cool. It's ready to teleport up to the top once I get all the rest of the stuff made and up there. So we've got 5, 6. Oh. So I need more dark steel, more of those crystals. I can go and grab some. But yeah, what I need to now do is go and build the other end of it and teleport up there. But I think that is sufficient for just now. I'm quite glad we've got all that done. I hope, although I did rattle through that, I hope you can see how this system works and how nice and sort of streamlined it is, breaking the things down into their each individual component that we need and working a nice flow along each way, getting from A to B, or in this case A to probably W or something like that, because there's lots and lots of steps. But it was quite important to have the redstone control in there as well, so we didn't end up with masses and masses of stacks of stuff built up in buffers in places that are never ever going to need to be used. I mean, really having the buffers that we've got filled up is excessive, but we've got the resources, so it's not a bother. So until the next time, when we should be able to get back up into our space station, and then we can start working on the thing I was wanting to do up there. Until then, of course, guys, have a funs, and bye-bye, and I'll see you the next time.